Wake up again, it's a new day. Wake up my soul, it's time to fly. Hold on the winds and kiss the sky. The birds and flowers were made for you and me. I must be all I can be.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to LABL Live, right here with your boy Leo. Here we bring you inspiration and we give you insights on how to live a better life. Only for live a better life. This morning, it's a wonderful morning indeed, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wednesday, the third day of our fifth season, Labor with Leo. And once again, we have Almighty God to thank, together with your man, Sydney, the original, taking care of business on the inside. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good to be seeing every single one of you on the inside. All right. We got Suri Bernard on the inside, Gladys Miller. We got Sandra Lamb. We got Lurleen O'Malley. Yeah, we got Veronica. We got Vanturin. We got Ashlyn, Alice. Oh boy, Wendian. We got Bernadette Adams. Good morning to you. Denison McIntyre. How is that right, Denison? Florence Turton. Minetta Campbell. We got on the inside Elizabeth Durity. Good morning to you. Vera Roper. Darren. Liz. Doreen, Patsy, Charlene Hector, good morning to you as well. Sharon Simmons, Jemmy Brewster. Oh boy, you know, I gotta call your names. Wilma Hamlet, good morning to you. I'm sure Wilma is probably out running. Or Wilma, no, it's about 7, yeah. No, it's about 7 o'clock. Wilma probably out on the tracks in Skinner Park taking a little jog while she looking at the program. Tell me if I'm wrong, Wilma. Tell me if I'm wrong, Wilma. All right, good morning to every single one of you. Denison say, Shamin. What's that? That was a funny one yesterday, Denison. I ain't lying. I have to say it was funny. Good morning to you, Tandika and Justin. Good morning to you guys. Cynthia Carter, good morning to you as well. Blessings to every single one of you for the morning. And I just want to say it's indeed a pleasure to be here with you guys, to be spending time with you once again. Of course, God, it's a blessing that we are up here this morning. You know, God blessed us with life. He gave us the health and strength that we need, you know, to be able to sit, to stand, to lie down, to cover up wherever you are, you know, listening to this program. And I'm thankful that Almighty God has came through for us once again. So big up to every single one of you. Blessings to you and your family. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day today. I sound like I'm closing the program, right? But I just want to, you know, throw out a little extra blessing to you at the beginning of the show. I pray that God blesses you, your family, your health, you know, blesses you in the church, blesses you on the job. I just want to pour a little extra blessing for you here this morning. All right. So may God continue to look out for you, because God still fights for you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, know that He is still fighting. He is still a fighting God. He is still a warrior God, and He goes to war. He wages war for you, ladies and gentlemen. He wages war against the evil forces, the dark forces out there, guys, and He fights for you still. All right. So despite what you're going through, just know that God still fights for you. All right. So hey, good morning to Ursula De Silva, Cecilia George. Oh, the name's starting to come out here more and more, boy. Blessings to you guys. Good morning to you guys. Remember, if you know someone who is in need of some encouragement, or you know, some morning lifting, you know, devotion or singing or encouragement, just share the video with them. Just give them a little taste of the video and let them, you know, decide if they want to jump in and join the family or not. All right, just share the video and let people know that this is what we've got to uplift you and to give you a good start to your day. Good morning to you, Shirley Gopal, Lurleen O'Malley and Beulah Tate. Good morning to you guys. All right, really appreciate seeing you guys once again. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. Well, look who come out here in that chat. Quincy Alcantara, the man himself, boy. Big up to you, Quincy. Good to see your name on the chat, Quincy. Big up to you and Mama. Tell Mama, say hello. I ain't seen her name in the chat, but I just believe she listening. All right, big up to my girl Shirley as well. Yeah, Carolyn Garaway. Freddie is in the house as well. Joy Gishad and Jerry Colado, all the way from the Philippines. Always on the program. Good morning to you, Jerry. Thank you so much for joining us. Blessings to you and your family. Kevin Kim might be joining us just now. That's Jerry's son. All right. He probably no longer living home. He married and Jerry just running from the house. All right. get married and just running from the house. Yeah, but that's how you go. All right. Good morning to you, Carol Samuel Singh and Shamin Boyce. Blessings go to every single one of you. Let's start by singing some songs this morning. We'll sing this one. Holy Lord, most holy Lord, you alone are worthy of my praise. Oh, holy Lord, most holy Lord, with all of my heart I sing. Great are you, Lord, worthy of praise, holy and true. Great are you, Lord, most holy Lord. Holy Lord, most holy Lord, you alone are worthy of my praise. Oh, holy Lord, most holy Lord, with all of my heart I sing. Great are you, Lord, and he is worthy of praise. Holy and true, great are you, Lord, most holy. All of my heart I sing. Great are you, Lord, and he is worthy of praise. He's holy and true. Great are you, Lord, most holy Lord. All right, all right, all right, guys. You know, this morning I'm just trying to take it a little bit easy, keep my volume a little bit down. All right, I really hope that the mic is close enough to pick me up really good. Matter of fact, Sydney would let me know if I'm sounding too soft or anything like that, but I'm just trying to keep the volume down. I don't want to be affecting the neighbors. I'm no longer in Trinidad and Tobago. I'm no longer in Trinidad, and things are, a little bit different. So I don't want to be interrupting the neighbors this morning. So I'm trying to get my program continued. Allow my program to continue and the neighbors to get their good rest. All right. So I hope that that will work out pretty fine. Good morning, Mikey Jerry. Neville. Good morning to my boy Neville. Joan Holder, Davika Van Lewin, Avril George Jacques. All right. Good morning to you guys, and blessings go out to every single one of you. Let's get on with singing some more songs. The sun comes up, it's a new day dawning. Come on. It's time to sing your song again. Whatever may pass and whatever lies before me, let me be singing when the evening comes. One more time. The sun comes up, it's a new day dawning. Woo! It's time to sing your song again. Whatever may pass and whatever lies before me, let me be singing when the evening comes. Somebody bless the Lord. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Oh my soul. Worship his holy name. Sing like never. Sing like never before. Oh my soul, I worship your holy name. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Oh my soul, I worship his holy name and sing like never before. Oh my soul, I worship your holy name. I worship your holy name. Oh, bless the Lord. Bless the Lord. Good morning to you, Nicolette Samuel. Gemma Williams. Gemma is in the house. Good morning to you, Gemma Williams. All right. Of course, Denison, worship him as usual. Yeah, we're going to do what we must, and of course, be considerate as we go on doing that. All right, so let's continue to worship God. Let's continue to give God his praise. I just always like to give that little reminder. Is always the power of God the mercy of God, because of those things. Those are the reasons why we are up this morning. All right. I just want to remind you, just in case you forgot, there's a lot of people, hundreds of people, could be thousands of people, could be millions of people. I don't know the statistics, but there's a lot of people that didn't have the opportunity that you now have. You have the opportunity to wake up. What it is? On the 16th, Wednesday, the 16th of November, you now have the opportunity to wake up Wednesday, the 16th of November. A lot of people didn't make it this far. Some people breathed their last on the 15th of November. Some people breathed their last on the 14th of November, on the 12th, on the 13th. And you now have the opportunity to breathe on the 16th of November. So I just want to encourage you, no matter what is happening in your life right now, you have the opportunity that a lot of people don't have. Make the best of it. Make the best of it. All right? Just want to encourage you with that this morning. All right, let's continue singing some more songs. Hey, look, my boy Cecil Mellington on the inside. Suri Bernard say Oceans. All right. Let's see if we can get Oceans here. And if I can remember all the words for that song. That's why I miss Sydney, you know. I miss Sydney, you know, because if Sydney was actually in the studio, Sydney don't pull up that lyrics from a long time. All right, but let's go. Oceans. Nicholas David, my man. Good morning to you, sir. Good morning. All right. Patrina Samaru. Good morning to you as well. Let's sing Oceans. Hold start again, Sydney boy. Oh. You call me out upon the water. Sing with me, eh? The great unknown, where feet may fail. Come on. And there I find you in the mystery, in oceans deep, my faith will stand. I will call upon your name. Sing with me. And keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours, and you are mine. One more time. You call me out upon the waters, the great unknown, where feet may fail. Look, my girl Kiva in the midst, and there I'll find you in the mystery. Sing it out. When oceans deep, my faith will stand. I will call upon your name. Come on. And keep my eyes above the waves. When oceans rise, my soul will rest in your embrace. For I am yours. Come on. And you are mine. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, I think that's as far as I could go. Oh, Spirit lead me. All right, we can leave that part. Spirit lead me where my yeah, I'll send my early morning voice for him. yeah. This 5 o'clock thing hit me real different, guys. This 5 o'clock thing hit me real different. That 5 o'clock voice again, yeah. These days, guys. Well, not these days. That 5 o'clock voice again, yeah. It's real different. It honestly 1 hour making a huge difference in my voice, guys. It's a struggle right here, guys. But it's real fun. All right, yeah. Let's sing this one. We shall assemble on the mountain. Yeah. Let's gather. Let's assemble. Label group. Let's assemble. Not Avengers, and Wakanda. Label. Assemble. All right. We shall assemble on the mountain. We shall assemble at the throne with humble hearts into his presence. We bring an offering of songs. Come on. Glory and honor and dominion. Come on. Unto the Lamb, unto the King. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah. We sing the song of the redeemed. Come on. We shall assemble on the mountain. Keep singing, keep singing. We shall assemble at the throne. I want to hear you. With humble hearts into his presence. We bring an offering of song. Sing your part, come on. Glory and honor and dominion unto the Lamb, unto the King, King. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah. We sing the song of the redeemed. Yeah. That's what we're talking about, guys. All right. Tandika said you'll eventually get accustomed to it, Leon. We still here enjoying your crazy, your cracky voice. Well, thank you so much, Tandika. You're enjoying my cracky voice, and boy, I love it. Leo, you need some good Grenadian honey, guys. Don't tell me, don't tell me anything about honey right now. Right now, I don't want to hear anything about honey. The amount of honey I've been drinking, because for the past few weeks, I got sick like about twice or three times in a few weeks, in the space of a few weeks. And the amount of honey I drinking, guys, because I lead singing a lot in chapel, I had to keep my voice, and we had like rehearsals, to do performances and so on. So the amount of honey I drink, I don't even want to hear about honey right now. I'm taking a break from honey. Right now, I'm taking a break from honey. Yep. So big up to you. Let's sing some more song. Oh, I like this one, but somebody with Terrence, with Tero. Somebody wake up Tero, wake up Lamimi, wake up Hodge. All the wake up these people from a please. Let's go. We'll sing this one. Tero is a man, he like this song. I stand to praise you, but I fall on my knees. My spirit is willing, but my flesh is so weak. Come on, light a fire in my soul, fan the flames and make me whole. Lord, you know where I've been, so light a fire in my heart again. Come on. Oh, I stand to praise you, but I fall on my knees. My spirit is willing, but my flesh is so weak. Yeah. Light a fire, come on, in my soul, fan the flames, make me whole. Lord, you know where I've been, yes, so light a fire in my heart again. Come on, sing light a fire in my soul, fan the flames, make me whole. Lord, you know where I've been, yes, so light the fire in my heart again, yeah. So light the fire in my heart again. So light the fire in my heart again. That's what we're talking about. All right. Brother Leon, make sure that you are dressing warm. Cover your head, your neck, always, my brother. That's what we're talking about. Great advice coming here from the girl, Lurleen, my girl. That's what we're talking about. Thank you so much, Lurleen. Appreciate it. Leo, you need some lime. Yeah, I probably have half a lime left. I bought some lime recently, but I drink out that. All right, I probably have half left. All right, To the Rock. Denison, requesting To the Rock. All right, let's sing To the Rock for Denison. I was going to crack a joke, but you know. All right, I'll leave Denison alone. I was going to crack a joke on Denison there, but I'll leave him alone this morning. All right, To the Rock, sing To the Rock. To him I cry, O Lord, attend unto to the rock. Come on. To the rock, sing to the rock, from the ends of the earth will I cry unto to the rock, sing to the rock. Yeah, and when my heart is overwhelmed, Lord, lead me to the rock that is higher than to the rock. To the rock, that is higher than to the rock, sing to the rock, for thou hast been a shelter for to the rock, sing to the rock, and the strong tower from the enemies. To the rock, sing to the, come on. Well, when my heart is overwhelmed, Lord, lead me to the rock that is higher than to the rock. To the rock, that is higher than to the rock. To the rock, sing to the rock. To the rock, sing to the rock. To the rock, sing to the. That's what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. To the rock. Hey, good morning to you, Linda Smith. How are you doing? Linda, Linda, you popped up the other day and I was trying to remember, and I was trying to remember if it was Linda. Yes, it was Linda. Linda Smith. How is your son doing, Linda? All right. Sometimes, I still keep him in prayer. I don't know how he is doing. I don't have any updates, but I still keep him in prayer every now and again. Linda Smith explained some time ago that her son suffered, some brain damage and so on. I think it was due to some cycling accident. So I would like to know how he's going. Just checking in on that one. Coco Puff Combs, good morning to you, my girl. How are you doing? Glenda Allen, good to see you as well. Big up to you, my people. All right, let's sing this song and then we'll have a little chat. Just a little word of encouragement. Let's sing this one. You are the words and the music. You are the song that I sing. You are the melody. You are the harmony. Praise to your name I will. Good morning, Lorna Mac. You are the Lord of Lords. You are the mighty God. You are the King of all kings. So now I give back to you the songs that you gave to me. You are the song that I sing. Well, you are the words and the music. And you are the song that I sing. Come on. You are the melody. You are the harmony. Praise to your name I will bring. You are the Lord of Lords. You're the mighty God. You are the King of all kings. So now I give back to you the songs that you gave to me. You are the song that I sing. So now I give back to you the songs that you gave to me. You are the song that I sing. That's what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Good to see your name on the chat finally, Shirley Alcantara. Good morning to you, my girl. Hope you're doing well. Good to be doing. Yeah, Shamin say good morning, twin. Exactly. You're correct. You're correct. Guys, it's always good to know. It's always good to know that, especially in this life that we live in, sometimes people would say to themselves, I wish I could choose a different life to live. This life ain't going my way at all. Things not going my way at all. I'm really not enjoying what's happening in this life. But I'm going to tell you something. Someone made this statement long time ago. I heard a couple of people made the same statement. The statement goes, it's not a long statement, but the statement is, there's always someone that is going through something worse. And it's not that we take joy in knowing that someone is going through something worse, but it helps us to appreciate where we are. And let me just leave this in my head just in case, Sydney want to communicate with me. It helps us appreciate where we are in life. Sometimes it's just good to kick back and just give thanks for whatever we have. And I just want to encourage you that, in this life, the life that you're living, the fight that you're fighting, just know that God is still fighting for you. It's always good to know that there is someone on your side. Have you ever felt lonely before? Have you ever felt lonely before? Have you ever felt that you're in a battle and you're all alone? There's no one to look to. There's no one to help you. There's no one around, no one you could turn to. Your friends not there, family not there, the church not there. Have you ever felt like that before? If you felt like that before, just put some hearts in the chat and let me know. If you ever felt alone, if you ever felt that you've been fighting, your fight alone and nobody's helping, nobody is there, can't count on anybody, you can't depend on anybody. If you ever felt like that, put some hearts in the chat if you ever felt like you've been fighting alone. But I just want to remind you this morning, and the hearts indeed going up in the chat, so I know some people feel as though they're fighting alone. But I just want to remind you this morning that God still fights for you. I know He still fights for you. I know He still fights for me. And I've been seeing it in my life as well. I've been feeling for quite some time, I've been feeling as though I've been fighting a losing battle. I've been feeling as though I've been fighting alone. Sometimes I even felt as though I wasn't even fighting with myself. That's how much, I felt as if I had no help, as if I was the last man standing and I wasn't even helping myself. Sometimes I used to feel like I've been fighting alone. And God just had to remind me. He just had to show me that He's still there. His presence is still there. And even though I feel as if I'm losing, sometimes you don't lose. Sometimes it's just a drawback. Some people call it a pullback. Sometimes it's just a drawback to spring forward. Anybody ever use like those slingshot? Or you ever saw those catapult? Sometimes things have to pull back a little bit in order to push you further forward. And that's how God works. We get little pullbacks in our life. We get little setbacks in our life. We get those moments in our lives. And sometimes those moments are really uncomfortable. It's really hurtful. It's really painful. You go through a lot. And don't feel as if you're alone, because when you get pulled back from everybody else and everything else, just remember the one that is pulling you back to set you further forward is Almighty God. So at least we know that we have a friend in Jesus, all right? He is and will continue to be there no matter what you're going through, because He understands what we go through. That is why the Bible tells us that He is able to succor us when we go through our hardship. Why? Because every temptation that men go through, He been through those things. He endured those things. He may not have experienced exactly what we are going through, but if what we are going through brings about shame or pain or hurt or betrayal, he went through it in some way or the other. So Jesus, He been through those things. All right. He understands from a human standpoint, from the standpoint of a man, what we go through, the hurt and the pain and the shame and the embarrassment that we go through. He understands. And guess what He does? He decides He's going to stand for us. He's going to advocate for us when we make mistakes, when we fall, when we sin, even during those times. He decides He's going to stand and help us. He's going to fight for us. So He goes before God and he approaches God on our behalf. Things that we can't do, He do it for us. He continues to fight for us. So the war continues to wage, ladies and gentlemen, and God continues to fight on our side. It's not like it was just only in the Old Testament, in the old days, in the ancient days, where God continued to fight for His people. And today He doesn't fight the same way. So, He's not fighting for us. No, it's not like that. I remember, if I could give a little example, I remember Elisha. Elisha was in his tent one time, and his servants went outside and saw an army besiege them. Servant went back in and started to bawl, say, Elisha, wake up, wake up. We're doomed, we're in trouble. And Elisha decided, Lord, he went to pray. He said, Lord, just open this man's eyes here, please, and let him see exactly what's happening. He sent back the servant outside. When the servant went and looked, they were still besieged, but the siege was also besieged. So the enemy besieged them. But the enemy, the besieged, the enemies was also besieged. So they are the ones doing the siege, but they are also besieged, but by the army of God, an army that was way more powerful. The Bible tells us that the serpent saw chariots of fire, flaming fire, vicious. And when we hear about fire in the Old Testament, it often represents the judgment of God. And so, God was ready to rain judgment. He was ready to fight. He is ready to fight. And so just as so he was ready to fight, against, this army on behalf of his people, he's still ready to fight today. Pretty much, something similar happened to Hezekiah when Hezekiah was ruling in Judah. Sennacherib, that time the Assyrians, they were vicious. The Assyrians, they were world power at that time. They were vicious. They were just conquering people. They were destroying cities. They already destroyed the 10 northern tribes. So all the people that we knew went up to the north, Jeroboam and all the other kings that followed after him. All those people that we knew went up to the north. Oh boy, they were wiped out. They were clean. They were out. You couldn't point a finger and say, this is you would be confused because they were taken, they were scattered all over. There was no more a nation of Israel. They were pretty much just 2 tribes. And Sennacherib came and he decided, all right, the 10 tribes gone. It's time to finish them off, take the 2. And God decided, no, it's not time. It's not time. God decided, these people are my people. The 10 tribes, they disobeyed, they went astray. All right, good. But these people, Hezekiah decided, he's going to make some serious changes in Judah, serious, reforms, change up things. And, God was pleased with him. As a matter of fact, he prayed to God. God even extended his life for about 15 years or so, and he prayed to God. And while Sennacherib came with his army and besieged Judah, no food was coming in. No trade, nothing was happening. You're under siege. You can't do anything. So that would cause a lot of problems when it comes to trading, when it comes to buying, when it comes to selling, when it comes to, getting your food, when it comes to everything. It affected them in every way. And so they were under siege for some time. And then the Bible tells us all God did was just send one angel. All God did was send one angel to remind Hezekiah that he's still fighting for them. And one angel caused massacre in the army. If you see people dead, if you see soldiers that got, destroyed by one angel. And it's really fascinating thinking about angels, but I'll go astray if I start talking about that here. But nonetheless, one angel caused problems and run Sennacherib and his army. And the Assyrians were never able to conquer Judah, no matter how small they were, no matter how powerful Assyria were. They were never able to conquer them. Why? Because when God fights for you, nobody could stand against you. And today, I just want to use those 2 examples to show that, these people were besieged. And when you are besieged, you are actually pretty much done for. You're pretty much dead. You're conquered. But even in the moment when they thought that they were already conquered, God stepped in and God showed them that he was still fighting for them. And I want to say the same thing for you, because some of you may be listening to the program now and thinking, my life is pretty much done for. There's nothing else to live for. There's no reason I should be, living. Why should I wake up for LABL anymore? Why should I go to work anymore? Why should I continue with this life? Everything seems to be working against me. As we usually say, the universe is against me. But I just want to encourage you this morning, ladies and gentlemen. God still fights for you. He still fights for me. And even when you're under siege by your problems, even when the issues that you're dealing with besiege you and you seem to, no happiness is coming into your life, no activity, no fun activity, no peace of mind, when none of that is coming to your life, and you feel like no transaction is coming or going and nobody is able to come into your life, nobody's able, when you feel as though nothing is happening for you, God is standing back and saying, this is just a pullback. This is just a drawback to push you forward. And I experienced that recently. I experienced a lot of that recently. So I want to encourage you that God is still fighting for you, ladies and gentlemen. And something, I just wanted drop a little piece of, just probably something was really interesting to me. I don't know if it'll be interesting to you, but the Bible had that recorded, and showed that, Sennacherib sieged Judah, and God stepped in, sent an angel, destroyed them, and all of that. And what was very interesting is that, from my understanding, in the British Museum today, like at this moment, lying in the British Museum is something called the Siege of Lachish. And the Siege of Lachish is this ancient piece of clay, or this ancient piece of, I don't want to call it equipment, but this ancient piece, all right, with writings on it. That's how they usually write on the clay stuff, and they usually engrave their. This ancient piece is lying in the British Museum at this point in time, and the experts, the scholars, they translated it, and what they found on this ancient piece called the Siege of Lachish was a record from Sennacherib. Of course, it may not be he himself writing it. It may be his scribes, his writers, whatever you want to call them, and what they wrote is that Sennacherib laid siege on Jerusalem. And that was it. That was it. Sennacherib laid siege on Jerusalem. One of the things that they did in ancient times was they had records of all their conquests. They had records of all the great things that they would have done, because when you leave, when you die as a king, you want people to remember you as a great king. So what they didn't really do was record their defeats. They never recorded their defeats. So you would find a lot of that in ancient Egyptian history, and of course, as we see in here now, in Assyrian history as well. So on the siege of Lachish, Sennacherib stated that he actually besieged Judea, which actually give credibility to the Bible. It actually showed that things were matching up, history from Assyria and the records from the Bible. All right, and so that was really interesting to me. And what was even more interesting is that the kings, they only recorded their conquests, they only recorded their strengths, their victories. But in this case, Sennacherib, he only recorded that he laid siege against Jerusalem. He didn't record the part where his army was actually destroyed by the angel. All right. Notice that he didn't even mention that he conquered Judea. He conquered those two tribes. He didn't mention that he conquered the tribes. He didn't mention that he was defeated. He only mentioned the part that made him sound great, which is he laid siege at Judea. And of course, we know back in those days, when you lay siege on a city, it is counted as though, you already conquered the city. All right. So he recorded that. And so people reading it may think, and this is my viewpoint on it here as well. People reading it may think, okay, well, if he laid siege on Judea, on Jerusalem, then obviously he conquered Jerusalem. So it could be a play on the thoughts during this time of record. But it was really interesting that the Assyrian history, the recordings matched up with the Bible. So, but all in all, I just wanted to mention that God is still fighting for you. And I don't know exactly what you're dealing with. You know what you're dealing with. But look at what you're dealing with. Pay attention to it. It is real. But know that God is, I was actually going to say realer. God is realer, It sounds kind of cool still, but God is realer, all right? It is real, all right? God is also real, and he still fights for you. He stands with you, all right? He stands for you. And the Bible tells us, if God is for us, who can be against us? Now, anybody can be against you, but what the Bible is really saying is, who can stand against you? Because nobody can stand against the mighty hand of God, ladies and gentlemen. When was the last time you experienced a storm? When was the last time you heard thunder and lightning? Whenever I hear thunder and lightning, all I can think about is the viciousness, the wrath of God. And trust me, there was a time, and Nico always laugh at me when I give this story, but there was a time I seen some things coming up on the chat here, but let me see what I had to say first. There was this time I was experienced. I was living La Romaine, Dumfries Road, and a storm was passing, boy. I think the tail of a storm or something was passing. And man, that thunder was serious. Lightning was flashing and the entire place was lighting up. And listen to me now. Anytime thunder, no, was it thunder or lightning? Anytime the lightning flashed, the lightning was so scary at that point in time. Like when the lightning flashed, I was diving because it was feeling as if something was going to come in the house, something was going to happen. And I was diving for my life when that lightning was striking, and I was just thinking, how much more would an angry God look like, boy? What an angry God is going to look like. What a vicious God is going to look like, boy. And God, trust me, when it comes to sin, when it comes to punishing sin, when it comes to fighting for his children, God can be a mighty God, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm telling you this, when the mighty hand of God is laid upon you, you don't want the hand of God to lay upon you, ladies and gentlemen, because it could be, trust me, it could be really bad. It could be really bad. And I just want you to know that that mighty hand is fighting for you this morning. This morning, you have hope. This morning, you have hope. All right? Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. The one in the world will throw all sorts of darts, all sorts of trouble, all sorts of things your way because he been around a long time. The devil been around a long time. He have a lot of experience. So he knows what pushes your buttons. He knows what pushes you to the edge. And he's going to use it. He's going to use it. And so there's no surprise when we face certain things like that. But God sits back and he allows it to happen. But while he allows those things to happen, he gives you the weapon, he gives you the equipment, he gives you everything you need, the tactics, he gives you the play, the tactics, he gives you everything you need to be able to overcome it. All right, so don't give up. Whatever you're dealing with, don't give up. Don't allow it to throw you off. And as I said, I experienced God fighting for me. I experienced God fighting for me, and I know that God is real. And sometimes I'll just share this and we'll wrap up here. Sometimes, and I think that's one of the things that I'm dealing with right now. I'm experiencing right now. You've been through this fight, you've been through this struggle, and God showed up and show you that he's fighting for you and help you to rise above what you're dealing with. And because you don't ever want to fall back into that state, or you don't ever want to fall back into that fight or that situation or whatever it may be, because you don't ever want to fall back into that, you try to avoid all the people that remind you of it, or all the people that were involved in it. You try to push those people away. You try to, get rid of those people from your life. And it becomes a struggle to forgive. It becomes a struggle to forgive yourself for what you would have done that put yourself in the situation, or the people that would have put you in the situation, right? So whether it may be people, whether it may be you, whatever, it becomes a struggle to forgive, all right? But there is hope, and you just got to keep hoping for the best, and you just got to keep fighting the good fight and do the right thing, all right? It could be real. It could be real. And, I like to be real, and I like to address real stuff, even stuff that affected me, my life. Because I know a lot of the times Christian people, they just believe that you ought to pray. You bring your problems to them and they come and tell you, well, pray about it. If somebody come to you, and somebody brought that up recently, to my attention. If somebody come to you and is telling you about a situation in their life or something that they're dealing with, and you turn to the person and you say, well, probably you just need to pray about it, or you just need to keep praying some more, or if you tell somebody something like that, how would that make them feel? Now I'll tell you how that would make me feel. If I come to you with my problems or mention something to you, just a little taste to see if you would indulge, or listen to me, and you turn to me and you say, probably you just need to pray. You know how that would make me feel? That would make me feel as if I'm not praying, number one, or I'm not praying good enough, number two, or I'm not spiritual enough, number three, that would make me feel bad. So when we turn to people and we say, probably you just need to pray some more, or just keep praying, or you just need to pray. When we turn to people and we tell people those things, honestly speaking, those are not really good answers. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. Sometimes we need to really walk the walk. All the talk that we talking, sometimes we need to walk the walk, because people go through real stuff and they need you to just sit and listen sometimes. They don't want your advice. Sometimes the best thing that you could do for someone is to just sit and listen and just let them know that God is still fighting for them. Because God is. All right. So, sometimes it could be really, it could be a bit of a disappointment, when you look at how we treat each other in the church. It could be really disappointing sometimes. I just want to encourage, as we are hearing that God is still fighting for us, I just want to encourage that, we make better decisions and we stand for each other. We fight for each other, because sometimes God fights for us through our brethren, through each other. All right. So remember to give a listening ear. Don't just say, if you need anything, call me. Don't just say that. Mean it. Mean it. Don't just say, if you need to talk, no, don't just say it. Mean it, because people out there, they need it. And the reason why a lot of people don't come to you is because they heard it a million times and there's no action to back it up. So why am I going to anyone with my problems? I'm just going to sit here drenched in my problem all alone. I'm just going to sit here and be swallowed up in my problem all alone, because people love to talk, but they don't walk the walk. So I want to encourage you this morning. God is still fighting for you. But I also want to tell you that God is fighting for you through the brethren. And he's fighting for the brethren through you. He fights for other people through you. So let's make ourselves available and let's encourage people. Let's stand for each other. Just pray. Let's pray for each other. Even if you don't know what people are going through, just say, Lord, bless La Mimi. I don't know what she's dealing with, but help La Mimi through whatever she's struggling with. If she's in any situation or dealing with any hardship, Lord, bless Glenda. Lord, be with Sydney. Even if you don't know, just say a prayer. Prayer is powerful. All right. And you just never know. You just never know. So I really appreciate you guys sticking around and sharing with me. Let me see. Nicholas David is saying, you are the only one that can overcome your fight. God doesn't place things in your life for no other purpose but to fulfill his purpose. No, that is beautiful, Nicholas. I really appreciate that. All right. It's all about giving glory to God. And sometimes we have to suffer. Sometimes we go through hardship so that God can be given the glory. So keep that in mind. It's all about giving God glory. So even if in your suffering, God gets the glory, just like Paul said, if God is glorified in his suffering, then let it be so. Because it's not about me being glorified. It's not about me being comfortable. It's about God receiving the glory. And that is very good. Thank you so much for that, Nicholas. I really appreciate that, bro. All right. He's always fighting for us. Yes, Lurleen, thank you. Tandika is saying, today, I look back and thank God for intervening while I struggled, to conquer my pain, my hurt, and my sadness. Tandika, it's always nice. It's always nice to look back and see how God help us conquer, how God help us overcome those things, And I want to encourage you, Tandika, to use that experience of conquest, the experience that you had during this conquest, use that experience to somebody else. God will put people in your life that need you. God will put people in your life that need you. So what you go through, what you've been through is not just for you, it's for somebody else. So when people come to your life, always ask the question, what can I do for this person? How can I serve this person? How can I help this person? Because somebody, they mightn't say it, but they might be going through the very same thing or similar to what you going through or what you've been through, and you're able to share what you have with them and save their lives. God put us through those things for a reason. Tandika also said, while going through the toughness, you feel alone. But when you get through it and is on the other side, you recognize the power of God and how blessed you are conquering those toughness. You couldn't have said it better, Tandika. You couldn't have said it better, Tandika. That's what we're talking about. All right. God, Suri said, if God is for us, who can be against us? We need to let go and let God have his way in our lives. And that is exactly true. That is so true. All right. All right. That's a fact. Dennis is saying that's a fact. When God is on our side, you're already a winner. Yep. Imagine it's kind of how to put it. Paradox, paradoxical. Thinking about it, you're feeling you're hurt, you're wounded, you're feeling as if you're losing, but you're a winner. It's amazing how God does his work. It's just amazing how God does his work. All right. Tandika says, I think some folks live in a bubble. Sometimes when they get over a struggle, they forget it. So they treat you as though you're too weak, oh boy, to get through the same struggle, and they look down on you and forgetting. Let me just get some more of this. And forgetting that they was once there. Boy, Tandika is starting to get into stuff here that I would like to talk about, but I don't have the time to talk about it. But that is, you're hitting some serious nail with a serious hammer. It's a serious hammer you have there, Tandika. So, but I really appreciate those comments. I really appreciate those comments. All right. So, what we got here? God allows adversity to mold and to shape us. All right. That is from Lisa Paul. And Denison McIntyre says, we need to see every struggle as a blessing. All right. Embrace your struggles. Embrace your struggles. Embrace your hardship. All right. Wilma Hamlet say, I need thee every hour. I need thee every hour. Most gracious Lord, no tender heart like thine can peace afford. I need thee, oh, I need thee. Every hour I need thee. Oh, bless me now, my Savior. I come to thee. Well, that's a nice song. I don't know if you intended to bring out the song, but you brought out the song in me. All right. So I really appreciate you guys, joining in on this conversation, joining in on this talk. Thank you so much for joining in. I just want you to keep that in mind as you go through the day. God is still fighting for you. God still fights for you. He's on your side. He wants you to win. He wants you to overcome. He wants the best for you. All right, keep that in mind. And I want to thank God once again for allowing us to be together, to join in such a wonderful conversation and beautiful singing this morning, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're talking about. Of course, we want to close by saying big up to our people, M&A Home Store. All right. If you're not in Trinidad and Tobago, you can see who M&A Home Store is, what they got by joining in on Facebook and Instagram. You can follow them right there and you can see everything that they have to offer. Also, I want to say happy birthday to those celebrated birthday yesterday. Happy belated and happy birthday to any one of you celebrating birthday today. I pray that God continue to bless you with good health, good strength, and a lot more years to come, ladies and gentlemen. Big up to you people. Wilma, by now, Wilma is supposed to be finishing exercising in Skinner Park, isn't it? All right, guys. Let's sing happy birthday for those celebrating birthday. If there's any on the chat, we'll sing another happy birthday for them and we'll bring this thing to a wrap. It's just about 7:54 in Trinidad and Tobago, 6:54 in New York, and 5:54 right here in Arkansas, ladies and gentlemen. And after this program, I'm going to be preparing to organize Eden for school and to head off to school, ladies and gentlemen, and get my day started. Big up to every single one of you. Blessings to you guys. And I hope that things continue to work out for you. All right, guys. And even if things doesn't work the way you would like it to, just know that God is still in control. Let him be. Let him have his way. All right. Wilma say yes, she is home at 7 a.m. Good. All right. Let's sing happy birthday to you. Hey, let's sing happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. God is blessing. God is blessing you now. God is blessing. God is blessing you now. God is blessing. God is blessing. God is blessing. God is blessing you now. Happy birthday to every single one of you on the inside and even those on the outside. Thank you so much for making this session possible, for being here, for supporting us, for the encouragement. Really appreciate it. The lessons that you learn here, the vibes that you get here, the pump that you get here, transfer it to somebody else, because somebody need you out there, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful day. Yeah, big up to my boy Sydney Original getting this thing going. All right, we want to say thanks so much to Sydney. And by the way, Eden, Auntie Tandika said hello. Eden is right here, by the way. Auntie Tandika said hello. Say hello to the people. All right, all right. All right. Yeah. Easy on the camera. Easy on the camera. All right. So, of course, we're going to go on and we're going to fight. We're going to have the best day possible. Keep a smile on your face. And there's always a struggle. Just remember, there's always a struggle. But you can be happy in the midst of struggle. You can have joy in the midst of struggle. We have the joy from the Lord. Have a wonderful day and take care. And we're going to see you tomorrow, Lord willing. I think tomorrow, Lord willing, tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow is Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow, Adrian will be your host, ladies and gentlemen. So look out for that. And I know you'll have a wonderful time with your boy, Adrian. So let's close with a song. We're going to close with this song, and I'm going to see you next time right here on Finish it, Edie. Label. That's what we're talking about. Let's go. I sing praises to your name. Oh Lord, I sing praises to your name. Oh Lord, for your name is great and greatly to be praised. I sing praises to your name. Oh Lord, I sing praises to your name. Oh Lord, for your name is great and greatly to be praised. Have a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye.